Hi,
Hello,
good
everyone.
afternoon. Hello, everyone. This is Kathi Pickett, and I'm Amanda Holstein, and we're here from Heart Tree Institute, and we're really here just to talk about the full moon. We're here to talk about the full moon. We have this beautiful full moon coming up on March 3rd. It is going to be a stellar situation. We have a full blood moon in Virgo with a sun in Pisces, but we also have a lunar eclipse. I mean, does it get better than this? Like we have a full blood moon lunar eclipse. It's going to be really stunning where we are too, because it's white. The ground is white. So it's going to be really a beautiful thing to see if we can see it. Hopefully the sky will be clear. You're going to need a clear western facing sky because it's going to be low in the sky. The eclipse starts about 5 a.m., 4:50 technically. So this is northeast. You're going to see it in the Northern Hemisphere, all of United States. Northern Hemisphere, you're going to be able to see it East Coast to West Coast. So it's going to start about 5 a.m. on Tuesday, March 3rd, and it's going to apex about 6:30 a.m. and then diminuendo from there. So it's going to be quite a beautiful event. And I absolutely encourage everyone to go out and see this beautiful full moon. This full moon is also called the worm moon, which Kathi and I were talking about earlier. Last year, we had a spring thaw. We were feeling that spring energy. This year, we do not feel it at all. We have ice and 2.5 feet of snow on the ground. And Kathy's loving it. My patience is very thin, however,
Absolutely
with
not.
the whole thing. Yeah. Oh, goodness. So I also just, we have this beautiful um full moon in Virgo, and we have that sun in Pisces, and it's really bringing me back to just, a week ago. We're still rolling through that energy of that apex of the opposition of Saturn and Neptune. Saturn feels a little Virgoian to me, even though Saturn feels a little bit more masculine and also a little bit more intense. That Saturn energy can be really rigid, and it can be very dominating, and it can have like a non-feminine, like where that Virgo energy feels much more feminine. That Saturn energy can be very forceful. It always, makes me think of Saturn return. Saturn has an incredible power to really go in and dredge the pond of your psyche. Somewhere around 28 and somewhere around 56, it moves through your whole natal chart again. And when we think about dredging, like to me, I live near the Housatonic River, and God bless that river, but she has a lot of PCBs in her. And when they dredge the river, or PCPs, excuse me, when they dredge that river, they go in and they go in deep into the soil, and they pull those toxins up and out, and then they remove them. And that Saturn energy is like that. And I feel like a lot of people are feeling that right now, that kind of deep dredging of old energies, whether it's in your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body. There's a lot coming up and coming out for people right now. So the anger can be extreme, the sadness can feel extreme, the anxiety can feel extreme. But I think a lot of people in the intuitive world are really getting this sense like, oh, this isn't necessarily what's happening right now. This is coming up and coming out. It feels old, it feels repetitive, it feels like a kind of a reset button. Because when we come in with that Piscean energy and we come in with that Neptunian energy, like, it's as if, we've been building a civilization. It's not even as if, it's like, this is what has happened. We've been building a civilization like sandcastles, for hundreds of years. We've been building this civilization like sandcastles. So we've been diligent, building, 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 building. And that Neptunian wave is coming in, it's coming in, and it's just pulling all of that down. It's pulling all of that down, whether it's government, whether it's money, whether it's religion or spiritual leaders. We're seeing a lot of heads rolling. We're seeing a lot of people fall. We're seeing a lot of people fall from grace. And that Neptunian, this energy is really coming in, kind of tsunami like. I like to think it's a little bit more gentle, even though it's really, really hard. Dissolution is really hard. And then as it recedes, as that wave goes out, then it's leaving all these beautiful little gems on the beach. It's leaving little shells and it's leaving little rocks and it's leaving little crystalline structures. And it might even be leaving little fossils or beautiful things from the sea to, on that crisp, clean morning after a storm and you walk on the beach and there's all these beautiful little things and you feel dreamy and you feel alive and you feel this newness coming. And I just want to remind everyone that that's what this time is about. It's about that dissolution of structure, but it's not just, don't just watch the dissolution, right? Don't get stuck watching the dissolution. Like, remember that after a storm, right? Then you get big rainbows and you get that crisp ozone in the air and you get those beautiful rays of sun cracking through the clouds. And after a big storm and those big waves, you get those beautiful little gems and treasures all over the beach. Like, that's what this is about. So we have that deconstruction, and then we have this newness rising, that Piscean energy, that Neptunian energy, where we want to dream. We want to bring new dreams into order, into manifestation. We want to bring them into atoms and into the ground and into like reality, right? So it's about doing that, but from a very like new place. I will say that, get ready because it's not done. We're gonna see a lot of people fall. We're gonna see people that we love. We're gonna see people that we really held in high esteem and high integrity, and we're just gonna continue to see them fall. And I just want to say that when all of that goes away, when that falls and that one falls and that one falls and that one falls, you're really just left going within and you're really going back into your own being, and you have to go back into your own integrity. And this is a time of going in and reevaluating your own integrity as those big waves of emotion are coming up and getting cleaned out, whether you're doing a cleanse or whether you're drinking more water or whether you're starting to exercise more, whatever you're doing to move the body, as you're bringing up that old and bringing it up and out, you're going into your authenticity, you're going into your integrity. And what I want to say, we always say go into the water, right? Every full moon video, we're like, go into the water, go into the water. But I really want to say that right now, like, go into the salt water, right? We have that Piscean energy, we have that Neptune energy. Get into the salt water, whether you're getting into a saltwater bath, whether you're putting a little bit of sea salt in your drinking water for the minerals and for the electrolytes. Use that salt water, use it really beautifully and profoundly to help you through this time of transition and move and change. Water is life. That's where we come from. We come from the water. That's how we grow. That's how we manifested. That's how we became complex beings. And the other thing that I really want to suggest for people is, before you go to bed, when you wake up in the middle of the night, when you get up in the morning, I want you to be your own best friend. I want you to really think loving thoughts about yourself as all of this change is happening in the outer reality, as all is changing in the inner reality. The way to find the most authentic integrity is actually through radical self-love. It's actually the most rebellious thing you can do. It is the most rebellious thing you could do because everybody taught you that's not right. That's not good enough. Don't do it like that. Your whole life you've been told that. And the most rebellious thing you can do is actually love yourself up so completely, so unconditionally. And we have this feeling of separation from people. And I know a lot of people feel alone. And even when you're with a best friend, it can feel like you don't feel quite listened to. Like you're speaking and you're speaking. And then sometimes a friend is just like, have you tried this? Have you tried this? What about this? What about this? And they can get into that energy of wanting to fix you or fix the situation when what you need is to be deeply heard and listened to. But no one else can really ever fully understand you. There is a sense of separation between us, even though we're all one. There is a uniqueness, and we have this deep, delicious internal reality that we can't fully share with someone. It's impossible to fully share with someone, but own it for yourself. Just be like unconditionally loving of whatever arises. This is my old hate. This is my old anger. This is my desire for the future. This is my anxiety. This is my love. This is my joy. This is my hope for this person or that person. Just be with yourself in your own unconditional hug, your own deep friendship with your own self. It's so healing. It's radically transformative. It moves the energy so much faster than any outer thing you can do. And we're really seeing that outer reality fall, and it's sending us in. This is inner reality time. And this is not quite the time, I know there's like a feeling or a desire for action, but this is still a time for the action is still internal. We're about to send those cotyledons up. We're about to send those roots down. The seed is about to burst open, but it's not quite there yet. It's not quite there yet. It's not warm enough. The sun's not hot enough. The sky's not clear enough. The energy's not pure enough. Like, just keep dreaming, keep finding the seashells on the shore, keep deconstructing, keep loving yourself. And we're still transitioning. And it's not like we leave the year of the snake and we enter the year of the fire horse. So we like cross a line and it's done, right? Some people are still shedding the skin from that year of the snake. Some people are still in the birthing process of this new energy. Some people are like a colt already, but a colt has like wobbly legs and needs to stay close to the herd and stay close to the mother. So we're so much time of change, so much time of shedding the old and going into the new, but we're still in transition time. And when we're in times of deep change, the best thing you can do is really love yourself through whatever is arising unconditionally. So I'm going to say that much about that. But Kathi, I'd love to hear what you have to say and what the cards have
So
to say.
beautiful. And what you've said over and over throughout the theme of the authority, of we're
Yeah.
our own authority. I think you worded it something like that, right?
Yeah. There's no authority above your own.
That's it. That's the line.
Yeah.
I love
There's no
that.
authority above your own.
There's
Yeah.
no authority above your own. So I'd like to, it's so interesting to pull the cards after Amanda speaks because I feel like they're aligned. They're always aligned. The first one I pulled was the Page of Wands, which is the page is typically like an apprentice or young person. He hasn't fully embodied the suit of Wands.
Mm.
Wands is passion, Wands is fire, Wands is moving out in the world. This page is shouting to the world, I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready to go. I'm ready. And we keep talking about being ready. The
Mm.
readiness comes from knowing where it is we want to act and what it is we want to do. But the page, he uses his own energy, his own being to decipher where it is he's going. He's not taking on the structure of the external world. It comes from within because our nature, when we're young, it's natural to be who we are.
Mm.
Amanda's a
Mhm.
Virgo rising, and she said she organized socks. I mean, it's just there's certain pieces of our nature that have
Mhm.
always been there. And this is like, what is my nature? This is allowing our nature to come to the surface. And then, my friends, we have a difficult
Yeah.
one. Look at
Mm.
this. This is the Nine of Swords.
Mhm.
And the moon, we didn't, it's emotion, water element, it's feminine emotion, that's all connected. And if you have a drama queen in your life, if you're a drama queen, if you are anxious about this and you're anxious about that, and what do I have to do and how can I do it better? Because the swords are the mind. So this is creating chaos from the mind.
Yeah.
And it's often not pleasant to be around people like this. They're either complaining about everything, nothing's right. And they're laying down like, there's nothing I can do about it. This is what's happening to me. This is happening to me. This is
Yeah.
instead of, this is the nine, which says that's complete.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
complete. Now you
Yes.
need to pick up your sword. And when
Yeah.
we have a sword, because it's the mind, when I see a sword pointing straight up to me, it always means the truth. So
Mhm.
this is about what is my truth,
Mm.
not how I've
Mhm.
reacted to my circumstances, not how I've reacted to people, not
Mm.
what I feel. Oh, I feel hurt. You hurt me. You crossed the line. You know how we build these dynamics with others that are actually very divisive. And
Yes.
the law of attraction, when we feel this anxiety, and this is the card of anxiety, if any card is anxiety, depression, helpless, hopeless, when
Mm.
she's got all of these and she just needs to walk up as though it's a ladder, And
Mm,
the Rider Waite deck, which is the standard deck, there's actually a quilt over the person lying down and it has all of the images of the zodiac on it and
mm,
roses. So all the power, all the energy is available to us. When we stop this repetitive pattern, it's too hard. I can't do this. They were mean to me. When we can shed this, we're shedding the snake and we raise our sword. And this is our
mm,
action, our truth. What is our truth? But then this is another painful one. This is like one of the most painful. This is a very painful card, anxiety and depression. And then the Three of Hearts. So the heart has been pierced by three swords.
mm.
The beauty of the of Swords through the heart is that it's a time for healing.
Yeah,
But we cannot heal if we do not feel the pain, if we do not feel the grief, if we do not experience the truth of what we've been through.
yeah,
This is the card of acceptance.
yeah. That's right.
This
Yeah,
is the card of accepting.
yeah,
Yeah, that was really awful. That happened.
yeah,
But I can move past it.
yeah,
And this is the sovereignty that you were speaking of. There's no authority over me.
yeah,
When you were speaking, Amanda, about loving ourselves,
yeah,
and there's this term that's out a lot now called microdosing, microdose GLPs or GPLs or whatever those are, microdose love.
yeah,
It's hard to shift from this pattern of anxiety and this is wrong and that's wrong to self love. It's like, how do you get it in? So, a simple thing, just your hand on your heart and breathe. I am. Find a way to go into the inner world, microdose yourself.
yeah.
Just this 5 seconds, I'm one with myself. Find a way to be
Mhm.
comfortable with who you are. And when you were talking about our spiritual leaders, some of the great spiritual leaders and government leaders and historical leaders and thought leaders, and how we saw their work and we
Yeah,
may have really honored what they did,
yeah,
but they're human too.
yeah,
You're human too. You're
yeah,
human. So
yeah,
you're going to feel shame. You're going to feel grief. You're going to feel betrayal. You're going to feel guilt. We will
yeah,
feel all of those things so that we understand who we are in relationship to the world. When we
mhm,
understand who we are in relationship to the world, we make healthy choices. And then we can fire up the page. I know who I am. I
yeah,
can pick up my sword.
mhm,
This is my truth and I can accept what is in a loving heart and find space for love within my
yeah,
heart. And because those were kind of difficult, I just thought maybe I'd do one. If we're
mhm,
able to do this, pick up the sword of our truth, our
mhm.
sovereignty, our love for ourselves, and being able to speak and take action in the world when the time is right. Ah, this is another sword. So three swords in a
Yeah,
row. Swords have to do with mind. It's
mhm,
masculine energy, and it all. So this is she's leaving the shore from where she is, and she's going to a new shore, and she's got the swords in the boat.
mhm,
Although probably they'd poke a hole and she probably wouldn't get far. But she puts them before them. She can see them. I can see those swords. I can live with them and I'm moving forward. In many
mhm,
decks, this shows her leaving one shore to the other. So
mhm.
this is how we move forward. We can actually literally move forward. And when we think about, am I deserving of love? I
Mhm.
hear that so often when people
Right.
are suffering,
Yeah,
suffering
that's right.
because this earth experience has a lot of suffering in it too. And I promise you, you are worthy
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because you are a flicker of light that is one with all consciousness, and all consciousness is love, that
mm,
it is within you. And
yeah,
so microdose a little love for yourself. Just
mm,
hold your heart and
yeah,
breathe into the
yeah,
heart and
yeah,
know that that is true. And you will see when Amanda said, when you do this inner work and you're not actually doing anything,
right.
something happen, that's when things happen because when you're
Mhm.
one with your light within and your true dreams and your true passion, and that's what you amplify in the universe, then the universe comes to you and you simply have to wait and observe it. And I know that sounds ridiculous. How is that possible? I
Right.
promise you
Yep.
that is how it works. When you let
Yeah.
go, you accept, open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then as those swords arise, you have to oh, I'm in anxiety again. I'm turning toward the part of me that's in anxiety, and I'm like, oh, girl, I got you. It's okay. We're getting through this. We know how to do this. We've done this for decades. Take a deep breath, find a peaceful body. I'm going to love and support you through this. It's finding when those swords arise, because they do. The mind arises, the past arises, the will arises. Oh, yep, that happened. It felt really bad. I send love into the part of myself that felt that, that experienced that. I'm not there anymore. Oh, I'm here now and I'm moving forward.
And it goes out with the breath and it goes
And it
out.
goes out with the breath. Yeah.
Very
And then
conscious.
that boat moves forward, right? And we move from that shore of suffering across that sea of samsara, that sea of suffering,
That's
and we
right.
land on a new shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Kathi. I really
Thank you
appreciate
so
that reading a
much.
lot.
And
Yeah.
so I hope everybody has appreciated the full moon video. If you like, right, like and subscribe if you
Yeah.
enjoyed this. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Awesome.
Take
All
care.
right. Take care.